Wes, before you leave, is on
Oh, great.
board. We'll go on out
Yeah.
to medical order.
Oh, yeah. I thought I heard something about direction from Wendy saying.
She wants us to
So,
opine on it and work with you, but I gotta go back to my
I mean,
office.
if it would help, I apologize, I suppose, for whatever. I mean, I was blocking an empty chair.
I don't
you
think
know?
it was, I don't think we were like I wasn't here that day, it was someone else, but from what I heard, it wasn't anything like that. I think it's more that, under the law, we are required to allow videotaping, right? You're allowed to videotape as long as you're not persistently disruptive, is how the legal phrase goes. And how they define that is there excessive noise? You're very quiet, so there's not that. Illumination, is that disturbing someone, like getting flashed in the eye? You don't do that. And then the other one is, God, I gotta look it up, is obstruction of view. So I think that's more what they're worried about, and that we have to apply the law fairly. So if we allow you in there, we gotta allow other people in there. Now you might say, well, there's nobody here but me, which
At
is
the
something,
moment.
which is, yeah, at the
Who
moment,
knows? Maybe
right?
you'll be popular. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get a
Okay.
lot of people in there, and then the people on the dais can't see.
Sure.
So I think that's part of the concern. And
Okay.
then by law, there's no
But-
legally mandated distance that we have to allow you in. And so I think that they're saying that's a reasonable thing. We're allowing you to do it. And it's no different than when you're at the Board of Supervisors. Like at the Board of Supervisors, it's not like you can go up by the dais and look at the people who are speaking. You're also doing it from the side there.
Right.
But I will talk to my boss and I can't make the decision, but I will talk to them, and we all know who you are. We all know you're very professional, and you're very,
Appreciate that.
even in your comments, you're very thoughtful. I don't think anybody has any problems with you and the way you do it. I think it's more that we have to apply the rule sort of universally, and so we want to make sure we're doing it in a way that's fair and that's not obstructive. And so I think that's the main thing.
Well, the obstruction was what, an empty chair? I mean.
I know.
I
In
mean,
this,
I understand,
yeah.
it's just improper.
Right.
And it was only during, like Wendy said,
Yes.
for
Yes.
the presentation.
Right,
and I moved right back.
Yeah. You were very sweet
I
with me
mean,
today. You really were. You were very, very nice. So let me talk to her and see what she has to say, and talk to others in my office. I think they might end up saying we've got to apply the law universally and fairly across the board.
So
But,
just
but maybe not. They
lower
might say,
the standard instead of raising the bar.
Right. But they might. Well, that's not what law does. But they might say, okay, we can make an exception at this point. But if we get more than someone else coming in, then we've got to say
Sure.
no.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I can't
I-
promise you anything.
Hopefully in the singular, it's not an issue.
Right.
Yeah? Okay,
Yes,
great.
yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
But I'll
thank you.
definitely
I appreciate
ask,
that.
and we'll come up with something.
Wonderful.
I just wanted you to know I was on it.
Excellent. Okay, good.
Okay.
I appreciate that
Yeah.
because I'm not trying to be adversarial, confrontational. It was
know
just
you're
a reaction.
Yes.
I mean.
I don't find you to be that way at all.
Hi, Wes White, Monterey County Homeless Union. Just checking in a little bit about the Pajaro River sweep, cleanup. We have this encampment resolution set that's supposed to protect people that are being displaced. There was about 150 people along the river that basically were told you got to go. It was Monterey County, Watsonville, and County of Santa Cruz, but yet there's no alternative. So what happens to these people? Well, you can't show me your paper of a lease, which is why you're here. We don't have to ask you to show me your paper because obviously you don't have one. So that means we have to take everything you got every time we see you. And that cycle was supposed to be the promise of this encampment resolution policy and encampment resolution set from the CHSP. Yet we still seem to be doing the same cycle. Almost everyone from those 150 were just told to leave. Maybe offered services, but not attained. So since they didn't get it, where do they go? Nowhere, just keep going. And so we'll find you tomorrow and we'll take all your stuff again. This is not a policy that I can appreciate. The numbers will come out better tomorrow for the outreach coordination team meeting that they're having tomorrow in the Hayward Room, United Way of Monterey County at 9:30 a.m. I would encourage people to come. You got to go in person. and it is open to the public. So, I mean, when is the rubber really going to meet the road? When are we going to actually say what we mean and mean what we say and follow through with the delivery of fruition of, I mean, whatever, undocumented or not, they're citizens, they're residents, they deserve more respect than we're giving them. They have constitutional inalienable rights, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, food, clothing, shelter, and without that stuff, running water, electricity. If we're not doing that, then we're not going toward fruition of service or mission statement. We're just collecting money, and that's money laundering, and legal liability offset is not acceptable.
Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your vigilance and being a voice, Wes. We do appreciate you. Is there any
Madam Chair?
comment?
Just a response to Wes's comments.
Yeah,
I'm the chair of the Pajaro Valley Regional Flood Management Agency, one of my other hats. But we got a good report from Dr. Strudley about the cleanup on the Pajaro River that was enlightening for the public, because there were serious dangers. There was a lot of major obstructions in an area that is likely to have water flow at the next storm in December. That's always posed a risk to residents who are living along the river. But the agency is doing vegetation cleanup, and some of those encampments were interfering with the ability of maintenance workers to be able to do that work. And it's going to be the case from now until that levee project is completed. I'm glad that we're in a couple months. The tiny homes village will open up there on the Watsonville side to provide some options for the residents. I know that there's already a list of people wanting to go into those services, so I appreciate the outreach work that got done. But hopefully, just as a point of information, we might want to invite Dr. Strudley to do the presentation, because the pictures say 1,000 words about, there was some digging into some of those river channels, caves. One was 10 feet in, so they pose a danger not only to the people living in them, but also to the safety and maintenance and strength of the levees. So anyways, I would just invite that as just a response to Wes, is to get that presentation from Dr. Strudley, perhaps on Zoom.
Very human response.
And move on to our regular agenda, which is a presentation from the Health Department's Behavioral Health Bureau Hope Housing Marina program. And we have a whole crew of presenters with us today. And that just having the property doesn't make the program happen. The program happens because we've got incredible teams of folks that are working really hard. And so credit where credit's due, and we'll pass the floor to our behavioral health team here to present. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Supervisor Askew, and nice to be here today with you, Supervisor Alejo, and everyone else we have some amazing partnerships that have made this program possible, and thank you both for joining us for the one-year celebration. We did update the slide deck that was submitted with the board report. We found a photo from the event that we wanted to include in the slide deck, so we added that at the end, and then we also made an edit on one of the earlier slides, which we can point out to you as we go. But
Hey,
before...
You can leave your camera there, but we normally don't have public here during our county policy meetings, standing there.
Like, I'm not bothering you, man.
Yeah, but
And I'm not even
we don't
blocking your
have- we
field
don't
of
have
view
that.
or nothing, dude.
I'm sorry, what is the issue?
Wes is standing here in front of the dais here, and I'm just saying that normally the audience is sitting in the chairs. I don't mind him being on the side. I don't mind him leaving his camera here, but to be standing here during our policy committee is something we don't see in any of our other meetings.
And is it just to access the screen?
No, he's recording here in front of the panel, which I said I don't mind him leaving his camera there, but to be standing here is something that we don't see in any of our meetings.
And I should be able to see you directly.
Yeah.
And do we have staff present?
Like-
Usually we have.
Like, this isn't a regular board meeting, is what I've been
Wes,
told
you
before.
cannot just stand anywhere during our meetings. You can stand on the side.
I mean, seriously,
stand in the
why is
chairs.
this is so childish,
Because
man.
this is
Just,
not your meeting.
you're
This is not
the
your
one
meeting.
interrupting the meeting. I'm not even
public-
trying to interrupt the meeting.
Public seats are over there, not here, in front of
Homie.
us. Now you're standing in front of
Calling
me.
order to the
And
meeting.
do you see that the only camera is the back of everybody's head? You don't even see any of it?
I'm gonna call security if you don't move to the side.
Wow.
We're gonna take a
Wow.
pause, we're gonna adjourn the meeting for a break if we can't call order to the meeting.
I'm gonna call security if he doesn't move to the side,
So what
or,
we typically, do we have counsel in the meeting with us
Right
today,
here.
is the question I'm asking.
I mean, I think typically, we have people standing here to provide videotaping or on that side, but not typically in the front.
exactly.
So I'm gonna defer to County Counsel Stacey Siata to provide direction as to where media is welcome to stand for the recording of this meeting. If we could have counsel provide that direction now,
Sir, or
and then we can
appreciate
continue
you
with this
standing here.
item.
And legally, that's really the requirement, legally, a standard?
I'm asking you to.
And I'm just asking the question. I will do it, out of being polite, but legally, I'm not sure that's a standard.
Legally, it is the answer.
I don't think so.
We have never had anybody, Wes.
Homie.
right in the
And
middle
if my,
of
if my
interrupting the
colleague could
meeting.
just allow us to work this out through counsel in the room.
He's already
and we
moved
can
to the
then
side,
proceed
so we
with
can
the
proceed.
meeting.
He's moved to the side, so we're able to proceed.
Yeah, I just wanted to be able to see everybody, but that's all right.
All right, and through
Is
county
this okay?
counsel, is this an appropriate location?
Thank you,
for
appreciate it.
This is an appropriate location, yes.
This is
Let
an
me- let
appropriate
me
location.
do some-
All right, thank you. We can proceed now with the meeting. Thank you.
Wes,
Have a good one.
thank you for doing that, appreciate it very much.
Right on.
Thank you, everybody.
You check the legality though, too.
Yeah, even in the chamber, we have designated.
Yeah, well, this is not a regular board meeting
Yeah,
though.
it is a regular.
So, I mean, it is a subcommittee, but it is not,
We have designated areas, and
I'll talk to you, yeah.
the public cannot be obstructing the speakers and standing right in front of the dais.
Yeah, so.
and that's legal statute. That's the case law.
There are some reasonable rules that you can apply here, and you're not being asked to leave, no one's being asked to leave.
Although
there
the
are
security was here constantly and he's here now.
Well, he's entitled to be here, because anybody could be
Oh,
here
yeah.
too.
No, but I mean, it's a little intimidating.
Well, I think that we're trying, I think you and I were able to talk it out and, move it off to the side, and I think
Right.
that's appropriate. But I think that, this is a regular meeting room now. Yeah, and a lot has changed, and, getting used to where things should be and where they, where media can go, it's
Right.
something that I'll become more familiar with. But I think that at the same time, this area is an area that's usually off limits to anyone. I don't stand here.
Okay.
So, and we all stand back
See,
there.
and also then I guess we should do something about doing a camera so that it's just not the back of their head, because I have whatever viewers, that are deaf. And so they have to read lips or else they don't know
Right,
what the hell is
right.
happening.
Well, make a recommendation at public comment next time on, things that you think would be improvements, that would be appreciated. I mean, I hear what you're saying, and at the same time, I think, please make sure you also use your opportunity to speak.
Well, I mean, I know one of the reasons is because there might be confidentiality or something, there might be closed session, something, documents. But there's nothing of that. The only thing you got is the agenda. I'm not blocking anybody's view. It's not, there was accommodation that could have been made, but since he's such a,
Well, no, the thing is this, in my opinion, we don't need to treat you differently from others. We need to treat media
you.
all the same. And at the same time, while you may not be at risk of harm, someone else might be.
Right, well, and I
So
understand
I
policy.
think we need to, so this is the area where, there's, I don't even stand here.
and
I go-
honestly,
I go over
if
there.
that whole 2 benches wouldn't have been full, I wouldn't have needed to
I
back
hear
out that
you.
far either,
I hear you, so,
So I wasn't trying to get anybody's
No,
way.
I understand why you came here. I understand, and so because I was here and watching, and you talked about which side can you stand here, so I hear you, and, so I hear you.
Well, then I'm amenable. It's just, I think he took it overboard. That's,
Well, I hear you. So you and I understand that at this point, right now, this is not an area apparently traditionally for media or really much at all in this county. That's how it's done. And I think, I appreciate even the fact that, even members of the county are way back here. They're
Yeah.
pretty far away. So this is how, we just have to acknowledge that where in the end is the place for media? You know,
Well,
hopefully
certainly not in the
find
back
out.
of the room, yeah.
I'm not done, yeah, I understand, I'm not, you know, I'm not saying that.
I mean, and when you look at KSBW, KION, they have free float. I mean, and nobody ever objects.
Okay, well, I'll take that in and see, you know, see what has to happen, you know, so, okay,
All right.
I appreciate
Well, thank
that.
you.
You're welcome.
Sorry for causing disturbance.